Chase, man, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much taking the time. This is awesome because I first saw you 2 years ago here at CRS, and like, man, you did it.
Yeah.
I mean, how does it feel?
Been cool.
What a ride the last couple of years. Well, it's been many more years than that, but
Right.
specifically the last couple.
Well, yeah, I've been making music my whole life. It's all I've ever really known. I grew up here in Nashville. I'm a native, so a unicorn, I guess, is what they call us. But I remember my first CRS, and it definitely didn't happen overnight. The successes. We still have a long way to go, and I'm a long way from where I want to be. I have a lot of goals that I have, and I make new ones every day. I think we all should be doing that in our life, making new goals every day. But I remember my first time at CRS, it was so nerve-wracking. I was like, oh, man, and I had a lot of people, like I would overthink everything that everyone would say, like, just make sure, you shake hands and say hi to everybody. I'm like, I do that already, so, but looking at it now, we're here at our fourth CRS. I don't even remember, but it's one of my favorite events every year in country radio, music.
This is what I think is one of the most special things about your story and your journey. In general, people are hoping to be found, the label finds them, and then they bring the artist fans, and you did the exact opposite.
Yeah.
You got the fans.
Yeah.
You did this, you built this thing, and you brought fans to the label.
Yeah, I would say it was probably a good balance between the both of us, though. The labels are obviously they've been doing this a long time, and what they're doing works. And so, see, for me, I kind of started on social media, and when I realized I felt like I'd kind of hit this ceiling of being an independent artist, where I didn't think I was like, man, I really want to go hear myself on the radio. That's like, to me, that's the pinnacle, right? So I want to go hear myself on the radio, and I knew that I would need to partner with a major, and so I met with many labels in town, and I love every label in town, really. I'm saying that because I need those votes, y'all, if you guys can make that happen. But all jokes aside, Warner Music Nashville, now Warner proper, has really just understood the vision from day one. And, yeah, man, it feels like a family. I walk through the office, hallways with all the offices, and just go see everybody, and I'm still mad they got rid of my peanut M&Ms in the cafe. But, sometimes I bring coffee in and hang out, and I feel like that's how it should be.
I mean, that's just your nature, though. You are like that with everybody. I just watch you walk in the room, and that's just, you're special like that. It's just an awesome
thanks,
trait
man.
that you have there. But I do have a favor to ask.
Okay. All right.
Would you help a father embarrass his daughter?
Oh wow.
I've got
Hell
one of
yeah,
your
sure.
biggest fans sitting here. This is my daughter, Charlie.
Hi, Charlie.
Come sit right next to me, Charlie. I thought I'd let her ask you a question because
Okay.
she's a fellow musician. She's a cellist,
Cool.
a
Really?
concert cellist. And so I'm going to let her ask you a question if that's okay.
Yeah, come on.
I mean, if it's not, we can just kick her out right now.
Hi, thank you.
Hi.
So I was just wondering how you prepare for concerts and stuff. Like, how do you get over nerves before you go perform in front of everyone? That's just so nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it definitely is. I know what you're talking about. So I guess I'm probably not a good person to answer this because I have found that it is kind of, I don't really have that feeling as much as most people would, but I have had it before. And what I can tell you is, being a guy like me, this is all I ever dreamed of. So I did a lot of that, hairbrush in your bedroom in front of the mirror, and just like get a lot of that, idea of just dreaming of what it would be like. And mainly, I remember one of my first times going on stage, I wasn't nervous, and I think it was because I was looking forward to this moment my whole life and just so ready to experience what it was like. But then there's times like when you're debuting the Ryman and you're scared, right? You're like, or debuting your Opry debut, right? And you're like, oh my God, what if a booger's in my nose or something crazy? So you're real life, right? Yeah. And so made sure I got all my boogers out and then went out there and did it. But, if this is really what you want to do, and being as talented as your father says you are, I would say go out there, and you'll realize once you're out there, you have no choice but to let those nerves go. And once you learn that the longer you wait in those nerves, the more it's going to suck, right? Once you realize when you run out that stage, they're gone, you can't wait to get out on that stage. And that goes back to what I was saying a second ago, Once you realize that, man, this is all I've ever dreamed of. And that's why I'm not nervous. I'm excited. And then you start doing jumping jacks and mess your meniscus up, you know? But yeah, I to answer your question, get out there and you'll realize you're not nervous. You're just excited.
Oh, and that's great. I was so nervous you were going to say a shot of whiskey before any performance. So
well,
that's
used to be that way.
That's a way better answer than what I was afraid you were going to say. So
to be quite honest with you, I don't drink before shows. It is a rule. We do not drink before shows. It's like honestly, it's like probably the best rule I've ever made for me in our camp. We do not drink before shows, but as soon as it's over, Casamigos, let's go. You know,
celebrate the win. Chase, thank you so much.
Yes,
and thank
sir.
you for helping me with Charlie. Sure appreciate you, and congratulations. And man, carry on. It's so fun to listen to your music.
Yeah, thanks, man. I'll let Jim Fox know you said hello too.
Yeah, tell him. I got a bigger truck.
Butt.
There you go. Thanks.